You've heard the term before, so let me give you a clear, organized treatment that separates out the different ways this idea functions: myth, channeled lore, comparative mythology, and mainstream historical analogs. Let's dive into it. First off, what do we mean by broken crowns? We're talking about fallen royal or stellar lineages, thrones rendered ash, rulers deposed or destroyed in galactic wars. This catastrophic event is usually followed by occupation, exploitation, and the scattering of peoples. Sometimes this is framed explicitly as an interstellar slave trade. That is the taking, trafficking, breeding, and forced labor of populations across star systems. Two parallel layers seem to be at play here. A more mythic or esoteric layer found in New Age, Starseed, and other channeled literature. The Lyran, Orion, and Draco narratives often have episodes where defeated peoples were enslaved, deported, or genetically harvested. The mechanisms described range from transporter abductions, breeding programs, forced planetary labor, and genetic engineering to create servant classes, hybrids, or worker castes. The purpose in the stories varies. It's resource extraction, control of developing worlds, or creating compliant worker populations. Beta historical analog. Lair. The language of interstellar slave trade is loaded with echoes from Earth history, specifically the transatlantic slave trade, indentured servitude, and colonial labor systems. The taking of people from one place and forcing them into labor in another, often under threat of violence or penalty of death. Many people use the analogy to interpret myths of kidnapped peoples, forced labor, monument building, and mass displacements in ancient texts as echoes of a cosmic version of colonialism. Next up, recurring motifs and claims. Let's look at common threads found in the narratives. Capture and transport. There's an emphasis on beings taken from one world and carried to another. Sometimes this is via craft, sometimes described as a dimensional transfer. Breeding and genetic programs. Elites or gods crossbreed with locals to produce labor-capable hybrids or to preserve desired traits. Labor and infrastructure. Slaves build monuments, power systems, or extract resources like metals or biological materials. Commodification. Humans or other sentients are treated as assets, biological raw material, workforce, or spiritual energy sources. Erasure and record control. Histories of these trades are buried, falsified, or mythologized, hence broken crowns and rewritten records. Now let's see how the trade is said to be organized.